What are the most important things you need to know as an owner operator of an HVAC, plumbing, or electrical business? Hey everyone, I'm Oliver Bogner, managing partner of the Advisory Investment Bank. We're a lower middle market investment bank focused exclusively on all things essential services: HVAC, plumbing, electrical, landscaping, irrigation, elevator repair maintenance, fire safety. If it's an essential service, we know how to sell it. We cover the industry, we know the buyer pool, and we know what it takes to get you the best price on the best deal terms that are going to set you up for the rest of your life. So in these videos, I'm going to spend 10 minutes breaking down the nuances of that specific industry. In today's video, I'm going to just focus on HVAC, plumbing, and electrical. And I'm going to try to do new videos every week on another industry that we cover. So if you want me to talk about your industry, send me a DM. If you want to reach out and have a conversation, we're always around. So I myself, 2 times Forbes 30 Under 30 honoree, 2 times Inc. 5000 CEO. Most recently, I built and sold 5 different companies over the last 15 years, sold into private equity, my competition, strategics. I know exactly what it takes to sell your business for top dollar, and I've been in your shoes as an owner operator. The Advisory Investment Bank, all we do is essential services. My team and I spend every single day advising founders in the HVAC, plumbing, and electrical trades on mergers, acquisitions, private equity roll-ups, and consolidations. And I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes walking you through exactly what every owner needs to know before they sell. The things that create value, destroy value, and determine whether an exit becomes a life-changing event or a disappointing one. You're going to hear the truth straight from someone who negotiates these deals every single week. Let's get into it. Number 1, why is private equity obsessed with home services? I'm going to break that down right now. Number 1 reason, it's non-discretionary, recession resistant, and there's always demand. When heat fails in January or sewer line backs up, homeowner doesn't need to think about it. It's essential. Creates consistency. Consistency creates higher valuations. 2, extreme market fragmentation. There's no single operator that has true meaningful national market share. There's no group that owns 30% of the market or 20% of the market. That fragmentation is exactly what attracts private equity because it creates room for roll-ups. Number 3, attractive margins. Well-run service divisions can produce margins that most industries envy. We see top businesses in the sector delivering between 20 to 30% EBITDA margin. Number 4, membership plans. Memberships are predictable, sticky, valuable. PE firms love anything with recurring revenue. Now, I know a lot of HVAC, plumbing, and electrical businesses are newly into upselling memberships, or they haven't yet introduced it. That's fine. It's really looking at the book of business. How many clients are you servicing? The average homeowner needs, let's say, a plumber every 14 months. I believe that's the national stat. Number 5, cross-sell potential. If you have HVAC customers, you can sell plumbing. If you have plumbing customers, you can sell electrical. That shared customer wallet is extremely valuable when you're building and scaling a national platform. So now I'm going to talk about 2. What actually drives the valuation? So one thing I tell every owner is buyers do not buy the past. They're betting on the future and betting on future cash flow. So here's what they care the most about. Number 1, EBITDA quality. Revenue matters far less than clean, defensible EBITDA. Strong margins command premium valuations. Number 2, the mix of service versus install. A company heavy in service work with strong member penetration is worth significantly more than install-centric businesses. Most aggregators are not interested in project-based businesses with north of 20% new project-based exposure. There are some buyers that like it, but I can count them on one hand. Most buyers, there's 120 aggregators in the sector. They like service, maintenance, heavy businesses. Number 3, team depth. If your business falls apart when you step away, your valuation drops as well. If your business runs on systems, processes, a CRM, and not you, the valuation goes up. I would encourage everyone, all the national consolidators are on Service Titan. We know it's expensive. At least have your business running on House Call Pro or another top industry software. Number 4, digital presence and brand. SEO dominance. Booking rate. How are you running Google? Google is a tremendous lever. If you've got 1,000 5-star reviews on Google, that is a real valuation driver. And number 5, systems, processes, consistency. The more plug and play the business is, the more confident a buyer feels paying a high multiple. So when we prepare a company for market, we focus heavily on telling the story of repeatable, scalable cash flow, not a hero-driven job shop. Section 3, I'm going to break down realistic multiples in today's market. Let's talk numbers because owners deserve transparency. And here's what we're seeing in today's market. For businesses that are under 500K in EBITDA, there's really not a buyer for you. You have to be a minimum of $1 million in EBITDA or at least close to $1 million of EBITDA. For businesses in the $1 million EBITDA range, depends on the market, but we are seeing a range of multiples typically between 5 to 8x. 2 to 5 million of EBITDA, that's the next step up. These businesses are much more attractive to these regional P-backed platforms because once you're at around 2 million of EBITDA, you can actually be kind of a sub-platform inside of the sub-platform. You're big enough to run a market. You're big enough to have your business be that entry point into the market, and they can tuck in some of the smaller ones. So at $2 to $5 million of EBITDA, the business is going for, again, depending on project-based revenue market, I would say minimum 6, 7x, maximum 10, 11, 12. That's where they're playing. Maybe up to 13. Now, when you get to that next level, if you are at $5 to $10 million of EBITDA, and there are few and far these left between, right? These are truly mini platforms. These are going for at least 10x. Now, when we look at what the platforms are actually trading for, if you are $10+ million of EBITDA, and you're going to get acquired by a platform versus standing up your own platform, which we talk about in other videos, the difference, that business is easily going for double digits as well, probably in the neighborhood of 12, 13, 14, maybe even 15x. So two $10 million companies can have massively different valuations. You've got to remember that. Depending on the service mix, customer concentration, membership penetration, technician revenue, technician retention, revenue per technician, all these important stats, how involved you are, all of these are going to impact how you're actually valued. So a great advisor or a bad one can easily swing millions of dollars in your outcome. We know exactly those clear KPIs that buyers are focused on that are going to drive that valuation. Section 4, I'm going to break down very quickly. There's lots of videos that we also post that break this down in much more detail than this, but how private equity roll-ups actually work. So I've been inside these deals, I've negotiated them, I know exactly how they operate behind the scenes. A roll-up typically has 4 phases, right? Number 1, we got to build the platform. Large, well-run company is acquired to serve as the hub. Normally, this is at least a $10 million EBITDA business. Number 2, add-on acquisitions. Platform buying begins. Smaller companies are added in to build regional density. This is where a lot of value creation happens. EBITDA arbitrage. We've talked about that in other videos, but basically this concept of 1 + 1 = 4. Buying a smaller business for, let's say, 6, 7x, the platform is actually valued at 14 or 15x. They make money on the spread day one without any sort of buying power integration, any sort of savings on the back end, HR, benefits, payroll, etc. That's just day one, black and white math. They make money on the spread. 3, integration and shared services, call centers, marketing, dispatch, purchasing, all centralized over time. So some roll-ups integrate aggressively day one, others maintain the brands, operate decentralized. This is something every single seller should really understand. Most aggregators do operate decentralized. They like the buying power, they like the call center, they like the marketing machine, but they really do keep the brands intact. And then number 4, it's all about that second bite of the apple. So private equity firms are typically holding businesses for 3 to 6 years. They sell the entire platform again, often at a much higher multiple, and owners who roll equity can make a lot more money on that second bite of the apple versus the first bite. So roll-ups are not perfect, but they can create extraordinary wealth when structured properly. Section 5, I'm going to break down deal structures. How do owners actually get paid? See, at the Advisory Investment Bank, we model these structures every single day. Here are some of the elements to these deals. Number 1, cash at close. Normally, we see cash at close between 60 to 80%. 2, seller note. Seller note is some way to bridge the gap. Typically, it's deferred payments between 2 to 5 years. A lot of aggregators do not use seller notes. Some do. Typically, it's smaller aggregators. Number 3, earnout. portion tied to hitting those performance targets, something to negotiate very, very carefully. And then equity rollover. You keep a percentage of ownership in that new entity. You are taking 10 to 40% of those proceeds. Again, we said cash at close is 60 to 80%. So you're taking the difference in equity rollover. You are buying stock in the parent company. So this second bite can truly be life-changing, and some of the waterfalls get really crazy. They seem like pipe dreams, but it's incredible what happens, and these do transact. These are very, very smart private equity buyers that are managing these platforms. Employment consulting agreement. Most owners stay for 1 to 3 years. When we advise a seller, we don't just negotiate price. All these different elements are critical. We're negotiating structure, certainty, alignment. Those things matter much, much more than just the headline number. Number 6, here are some common mistakes that cost owners millions. I have personally seen phenomenal founders make very avoidable mistakes. Number 1, selling without any sort of competitive tension. I continue to advise sellers, I've got to, scream this from the rooftops. If you are not utilizing a third-party intermediary like us, we are a FINRA registered and licensed investment bank, or use a business broker that understands what's happening, but use someone to actually run a competitive process, someone that knows the industry, that knows the buyers, that know how these guys think. If you talk to only one buyer, you never get the best deal. 2, not preparing 12 to 24 months in advance. The best exits start early. The worst exits are rushed. You've really got to prep your numbers, prep your infrastructure, prep your CRM, ensure you have that second layer of management. Number 3, taking earnouts that require unrealistic performance. This is where inexperienced sellers get burned. Lots of buyers are happy to put huge earnouts there. Very few of them are achievable. Make sure that the earnouts are very achievable. Number 4, not cleaning up your financials. Unclear books kill deals and suppress valuations. We really need to clean up the books. The cleaner the books, the faster the process, the less potential retrades that come up with quality of earnings. There are other videos that explain what quality of earnings are, so please watch some other videos because I'm not going to double click on what a QOV is right now. Number 5, letting the buyer drive the narrative. So you have to be in control of your positioning. You've got to tell your story, and that is really our job as advisors to get that across. Section 7, what owners should be doing right now. If you're thinking about selling in the next few years, here's what I need you to do and listen to and take to heart, and feel free to reach out if you want to have a conversation about how you can make this happen in your business. Number 1, build a strong service division. Service drives valuation. Installs alone will not get you the top price. 2, grow your memberships. Memberships are very predictable revenue. Predictable revenue commands premium pricing. Number 3, develop your middle level management. Buyers pay for teams, not lone wolf owners. Number 4, document your processes. Are you on a CRM? Please get on a CRM. Please get on ServiceTitan or House Call Pro. You need to make your business turnkey. Number 5, understand your number and your goals. An exit isn't just financial. It's emotional, operational, and extremely personal. Number 6, start the conversation early. Let's chat. Reach out to us. If you want to sell tomorrow, we can still help you make the right moves today to set you up for tomorrow. So hopefully this was really helpful. This is a lot of information in a short video. We're probably going to change the format of these going forward. But if you're an HVAC, plumbing, or electrical founder and you want clarity on your valuation, deal structures, better understanding the current M&A environment, please subscribe, comment, DM, reach out. We are here to be helpful. Again, I'm Oliver Bogner, managing partner of the Advisory Investment Bank, and we will see you next time. Thanks.